Hi everyone, today's reading is going to be what is their type and how do they see you? And I'm going to try and make this as positive as possible because you don't want to see, if you've got your eye on someone or you're with somebody that their type is totally opposite from you. But it's just a fun reading, so don't take it too seriously. Right, let's get what am I going to, here you are. I'm using these 3 piles in each one, so you've got pile number 1, which is purple, pile number 2, which is pink, and pile number 3, which is blue. Okay, let's start with pile number 1. What is their type and how do they see you? Okay, right, let's get going. What is their type? Pile number 1. I think this person's type is somebody who is a family person, somebody who is good at caring for others, somebody who is always there, and somebody who is soft and gentle with their emotions and their nature. But I also think that they don't want somebody who is dull. They don't want somebody who's going to follow the same path and go, they like family, but they want their family to move with them. They don't want to know what they're doing from age 20 to 60. They want a stable family life, but they don't want it to be stagnant. I do think that they need an extremely strong connection and relationship. There's somebody who is probably more able to put up with not having the money or not having, so I'm trying to think what other people are because I don't really feel like this. Some people have to have certain things in relationships and they have to have financial control or just their finances have to be good. I can't even think of conventional relationships. It's not very good. I'm not very good at this. But this person here needs an emotional connection is what I'm trying to say. They don't want somebody who's needy. They want somebody who has their own life. And they also want, so you've got to be able, this is bloody hard work here. They want somebody who is family orientated but not clingy. They want somebody who's adventurous and moves and changes with their life. But they don't want somebody who is basically going to suck the air out of their life. You've got to, this person's hard. So they want a bit of everything. Actually, that's not a bit of everything. They don't want somebody who is dull and clingy. They want somebody who is stable and loving and moves with them and has an open heart but not suffocating. Right. How do they see you? At the moment, they see you as if, in relationship to them at the moment, that you... let me think. Just give me a moment. Okay, they see you as being controlled in yourself, not controlled as in by somebody else, but you are controlling yourself. And I think that they think that you think the relationship is difficult to move at this moment. It's almost as if they think that you've stagnated in the relationship and that you feel it's too big a thing to keep moving forward. I think in some way they think that you think that the relationship is dangerous. And I don't know what I mean by that yet. I'm just going to go through the cards. I'll show you what I'm saying. That this is how they see you. You've got the 2 of Swords, and that's almost like a card of swimming out and not knowing where you're going in the dark. You're slightly, you're slightly aware of what's going, but there's an anxious feeling. You've got the Emperor as well. So they see you as basically feeling like you've got a huge mountain to climb. And I don't know if it's in relationship to this in relation to this relationship. And the Fool card as well. The Fool is somebody who basically throws themselves into a situation with a devil-may-care attitude, and it's almost as if you're quite laid back. You're not really moving with this, and they see you quite like cool and laid back and not bothered. I don't think you're moving towards them. And this is what they're picking up. They think that you are quite nostalgic, and you also you could be quite flirty, you could be quite cheeky, but you've got that sort of open heart feeling about you, which is really lovely, especially in communication exchange. They think that you're fun, but there's almost as if they're picking up that you can't move forward with them. They can see the bits that they find attractive in other people. You have that stability, and I do think you have a strong bond towards family and home. And I think they find that attractive as well. And also as well, you've got the Fool card here, so it almost mirrors the Tower and the sort of home energy here. Your Fool energy is you could throw everything up in the air and go travelling with this person, which I think, or basically just move in whatever area or direction they decide, which they find really attractive. So you are that mixture of stability and a bit of a wild side as well. And you've also got the loving nature. So in a lot of ways, this is marrying up. The deeper I look into it, the longer I look into it, I could see why they find you attractive. Because their type is coming out in you, but I don't know what these two cards are here, where there's an anxiety to move forward and almost as if getting with this person, or you could just be a hard worker. You could be very conscientious and you could just be a hard worker. Either that, or if it's in connection to them that you just feel like you can't, going out with them is just too much of a big deal, or being with them isn't too much of a big deal. If it's not that, basically you are somebody who's very hardworking, very conscientious, but almost also with push me too far and I'm going to give it back to you, which is really attractive. Or they would find that very attractive because they are a mixture of that too. I don't know if there's any more to say with this. I'll just sum it up for you. What your person finds attractive is somebody who is stable and loving but not dull. They want somebody to move with them in life, and they don't want life to be stagnant. They want somebody who is equal. They don't want to be dominant or submissive in a relationship, and they want you to be almost it's a hard bargain, this one. They want you to be loving, stable but independent. I do get a general feeling that there's this feeling in them that if things change, if they had to move job, or that you could possibly entertain going with them, or if you had to move job, that you would find that exciting and take them with you. I think that either you work extremely hard, so there's that stability and that ability to work on things, but you also have a wild side that could if things fall to pieces around you, which is very possible with this person because they might actually search that out, you'd be quite cool with it. You've got them with the Tower card here and you with the Fool card, so everything basically is thrown up in the air and you don't care. You're quite happy with it. You have a very loving nature, and it's also like that love of the past as well inside you. There's like a respect for the past and respect for people who have been good to you and that you've met, and you've got a stable bit. So I do think you're actually really well matched. It's difficult to read you when you first comes out because you just have a whole load of cards looking at you, but I do think your energies are very similar. I don't know if you're harder working than them, but I do feel that there's a balance there between excitement and love and stability, which you both have in equal amounts. But I wonder whether you're harder working. Okay, right, pile number 1. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. So this pile here is what he finds attractive in, or she finds attractive. I'm sorry, I always keep saying that, and that's really wrong of me. So what your person finds attractive in anybody, and what they see in you. So let's get going. I think that your person likes somebody with a strong personality. They are somebody what they like is somebody who's not afraid to put themselves on the line, and they can pick themselves up when everything falls to pieces. They like somebody who's very much in control of themselves and is very good in a crisis. They respect somebody who's hardworking and who basically puts the effort in. They're not somebody who likes to slack Alice, who basically lies around in bed all day. Yes. And I think they also admire somebody with a strong mind and who's very sort of clever with their words and with their thoughts. But also they like, it's a hard bargain here as well, somebody who's fun, somebody who's feisty, and somebody who is basically a big person. This person does drive a hard bargain. I think that they like somebody who is quite controlled in their emotions, in the fact they wouldn't like somebody who was too gushing, but they definitely wouldn't like somebody who did not enjoy life. So this is a huge ask from anybody. They like feist, they like courage, they like somebody who can get their way through a crisis and stand back up again. They want somebody who's hardworking, and they want somebody who's, oh my God, a tall order, intellectual and exciting. Jesus Christ, where do they live? Who has that? But you come across to them as somebody who has a very protective, healing energy. You definitely have this we talked about here. You've got let me show you the cards. This is what they like. They like somebody who is the Tower card, the birds, they're in the burning, the tree's burning, and they are basically losing their home. It's basically everything's thrown out. You've got the Chariot. These are major arcana. This person knows that when that shit hits the fan, that you are going to be able to pull things together and get yourselves moving, and that's what they find attractive. Now, you are coming across to them as the Six of Swords. So you have basically, there's a storm brewing here. You have this bird here who is flying with his babies away, well, basically to find protection. You have this huge healing energy which would be really attractive to them, because they know that whatever happens, that you are calm and collected, and you organise your mind to find out what's got to happen next, and you do it, but you don't just think about yourself. You're also coming across as the Ace of Swords, and they're what they find attractive is the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords to me is somebody who is quite intellectual, somebody who talks a lot and talks well. Actually, that's a lie. Doesn't talk a lot, but chooses their words wisely, and knows what they're thinking and what they're saying and how they want it to basically be interpreted. So they're basically very astute with their words. You're coming across as somebody who is very much in control of their thoughts. So these two energies match totally. Your person thinks that you're very intelligent, and that you basically know how to organise your thoughts to get the best out of yourself. The Queen of Swords, what they want, you're coming up as the Ace of Swords. So you obviously display these qualities to them if they know you, or if you communicate in some way. I do think that your person sees you as somebody who possibly is not wanting to become too involved with them at the moment. You've got the Four of Swords, and this to me speaks of somebody who is, they see you as somebody who is quite self-protective, and that you retreat from situations when you think they don't suit you, when it just isn't suiting you. I do think that your person feels that the qualities that you display and other people find attractive, like the fact that you're very protective and very healing and very intellectual, and also know the right time to move out of a situation. I think they think that you are the only person that doesn't appreciate your self-worth as much as you should. I think they think that you're not aware of how much you are actually worth. just to say, from looking at this, the only cards that I don't see mirrored in what they like and what you are the, and this is like negative, so please excuse me, I'll say it quick, is they have got pentacle cards, and which are somebody, they're attracted to somebody who works, who has a really strong work ethic. You haven't got any pentacle cards here, and in fact you've got the Five of Pentacles, so I wonder whether they think that your self-esteem stops you from going into situations that you know that you should be in. Like if there's like a job opportunity going, then you haven't put yourself forward for it, or in some work situation that you need to basically use your intelligence and use your sort of innate protectiveness and confidence in that area, that healing sort of feeling, and instead of walking away or hiding from situations that you feel that you should be in, that it's time that you decided you knew who you were and to put yourself forward. So I wonder whether in every way what they find attractive you have mirrored, apart from the fact that I think they worry the fact that you don't know who you are, and that you somehow would rather move away from a situation than battle it out and basically, this is my worth and this is who I'm showing up as. And they would find that attractive because this person likes somebody who is who digs deep and fights. And I don't mean shouting fights, but basically is tough on themselves and tough on other people in a gentle way. And I think you can do that because I think you have a huge strength in your empathy and your awareness of how other people work. Okay, pile number 2, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that helps. I do think that you two match each other very well, but I do think that your person is very practical, likes men or women that are practical, and I don't think that you could possibly, I don't know, shy away from situations that you are worthy of for fear of not living. We all do, don't we? Life isn't easy, but we all keep trying now. Right, pile number 3. Okay, hi there, pile number 3. Now this row here is, I hope you can see it, let me just check. Yeah, this row here is what your person finds attractive in someone, male or female, and this row here is basically how you show up to them. So let's go through it bit at a time and find out. Yeah, it's actually a really nice pile. Your person finds tradition or a traditional outlook and confidence extremely attractive. I think they like somebody who is warm and open and family orientated, somebody who possibly either likes to have a lot of family around them or basically is open-hearted and wants to have children, because you've got the strength. I'm saying this because I hope this isn't hurting anybody who possibly can't have children, which is so common now, but I'm telling you why I'm saying this. You've got the strength card here, which is it could either be confidence or basically somebody who uses their power in the best possible way. But it's also the card for Leo. You've got the Hierophant card here, which is traditional sort of, it could be religion, it could be marriage. But then you've got the Ten of Pentacles. So I'm tending to thinking with a Leo card, with this traditional card here and the Ten of Pentacles, a family card, and the Ace of Cups, your person wants somebody who is in some way either likes having a lot of family around them, or is interested in children, has their own children, or would welcome children into their home space, if you know what I mean, if you don't have your own children. Somebody warm and caring, fun-loving and joyous, just somebody who has got an open heart and likes to share it with other people. These two cards here are put slightly separate because they're not on the same theme, but it's still what your person finds attractive. It's somebody who works hard and is prepared to put the effort in and watch how things develop, but also does it in some sort of alternative way. They don't want somebody who is just a hard worker, puts their head down like Boxer out of Animal Farm and just keeps going. They want somebody who knows how to work, or they find this attractive in somebody who knows how to work hard, but also is a little bit divergent in the way that they think. They don't have to follow the same pattern each time. So these men or women that we keep reading about on this first line, drive a really hard bargain. I'm just trying to say you don't get everything you want. So I think these are the things that they just find attractive. Warmth, family, tradition, open heart, romantic love, hardworking, but with the ability to use your own mind, not somebody who follows everybody else. Okay, now this is how they see you. You're coming up trumps here because you have the Empress and this Six of Wands card here together. So the Six of Wands is basically this girl that is taking its babies away, or there's a storm brewing and they're trying to protect their babies. You've got the Empress card here, and this is like beauty personified. It's like the sexy lady with all the children around her who's got everything she wants. It's maternal, it's beauty, it's Venus, it's really attractive. So these two together, your person finds you extremely attractive because you personify that sort of open-hearted, protective family feel. You've also got the Moon card here, so I wonder whether they see you as somebody who's very feminine. Even if you're a male, you're very in touch with your emotions. Even this Empress card for male, it's somebody who knows how to grow things, and it doesn't have to be just a baby. You could be into art and you know how to make a space look fantastic. You could be into like interior design and you just know how to make a house look good. It's somebody who can take something and make it grow and make the best of it. Doesn't have to be a lady, doesn't have to be pregnancy. There's a lot of creativity in this pile actually. They see you as very creative. So emotionally they see you as being very sort of in touch with your emotions, but also able to produce something by being very intuitive. I said it. I normally say intuitive. You can read below the surface, you can suck out what's needed, and you can make something look good. And you do it with other people as well. And I wonder whether you're very protective with young children. And that's what they find attractive. Okay, with the rest of it, which are slightly separated because it's in a different tack, which is basically the same as these two in a different tack, because we're all like different things, don't we? And we have like sort of different parts of our personality that we basically stick together. They see you as being somebody who is quite pulled back from them at the moment, or somebody who has the ability to be to hibernate, or almost in a defensive way. If there's a fight, or whether there's some sort of angst in a relationship, or they may have witnessed this with you or you with somebody else, that you may have an argument and then you pull out and you rejuvenate yourself. Not only do you heal other people, but you have the common sense to make sure that you're healed first before you go back out into the world. That's how they see you. That you give out to people and you make people feel strong, but it's not until you've pulled back, sorted yourself out, healed yourself, and then gone back out. I wonder whether they've actually witnessed somebody having a go at you, or in a situation where things, or could have been between you two, I don't know how close you are, a situation that's been a bit of conflict, and you've pulled away from them to basically heal yourself before you come back out. So that's what I'm sort of picking up, how they see you. Or whether you're just more introverted than them, that you need time to yourself, which wouldn't surprise me with all this creativity here, whether you do basically, hibernate, rejuvenate, rehabilitate. That's Al Pacino there. Okay, so to sum this up, Your person likes somebody warm and open and traditional but strong. They're like a person who shows their affection openly, and they're like somebody who is quite proud of themselves and quite has a good self-esteem. I don't think they're the type of person that wants to put somebody down. They like to see somebody who can, which you can do this actually. This actually matches you really well. Somebody who can nurture things, whether material or I say earthy then, because I can see that, whether it's something that's mundane or whether it's a person. And they like to see people who do it with a little bit of flair, the difference. Yeah, I think that actually, the more I go over this, you do actually personify this, because you have this ability to be creative and nurture, but also to read below the surface, to see what's needed, and then to put your own stamp on things. You're very protective and you're very warm. Okay, pile number 3, I've got my batteries going, so I'm going to finish there. I hope that helps you in some way. A nice pile there. Both seem very attractive, sexy. Both. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.